Hello, I'm Peter, and today I'm going to read you a story that my mother used to recite to me when I was a child. She knew it off by heart, and it has very fond, happy memories for me. I don't know who actually wrote it, but it's got to have been written over 100 years ago, but it's still as much fun today as it was then. It's called The Travellers. Two little field mice one morning arose, while their hard-working mother was wrapped in repose. Their fur was brushed sleek, and their whiskers were curled, and they meant to set out for the end of the world. Said little Matilda to Monty her brother, "Won't it be fun to come home and tell mother where we have been to and what we have done?" And Monty agreed that it would be great fun. Well, they scampered along without hindrance or harm till they came to the fence of a neighbouring farm. And little Matilda declared with delight that the end of the world was already in sight. But Monty discovered a crack, and he said there was plenty of world still stretching ahead. So they squeezed through the cranny and went on their way, but they hadn't gone far when they saw with dismay a host of strange creatures that gobbled and quacked and cackled and grunted and whinnied. In fact, the two little mice were bewildered and scared. "But we mustn't turn back," Monty stoutly declared. "Let's run," said Matilda, "as hard as we can." So over the farmyard they hastily ran, and breathless but safe they scampered at last through a hedge and a ditch, and the danger was past. Then onward they went till there burst on their view a bed of delphiniums stately and blue, and little Matilda cried, "Monty, we've found the place where the sky reaches down to the ground." And filled with excitement they scurried along to find after all that Matilda was wrong, for over beyond the delphinium bed there was plenty of world still stretching ahead. Then both little travellers inwardly sighed, for they'd never imagined the world was so wide. Once more they went on, till they came by and by to a wall that to them seemed to reach to the sky, and there wasn't a sign or a cranny or hole, so Matilda was sure they'd arrived at their goal. "We cannot go on, so this must be the end of the world we have come to," said she. And Monty this time thought she really was right, for there wasn't a crack or a turning in sight. Still he ran to each side to make perfectly sure, and there in the wall on the left was a door. And the door was ajar, and beyond it there spread an expanse of the world still stretching ahead. Then poor little Monty with weariness sighed, and as for Matilda, she sat down and cried. "The world is so big, and I am little," wept she, "and I'm sure we shall never get back home for tea." But while she sat weeping there, something occurred. In the lane to their right, a bicycle whirred, and a grocer's boy came to the door in the wall. "I say, is this world's end?" the mice heard him call. "It is," said a gardener's voice from within. "Queer name for a house," said the boy with a grin, "though it seems at the end of the world right enough. I thought I should never get here with this stuff. Such a rum place to get to I never did see. It is the world's end, mister, if you ask me." Then two little field mice crouched down in the grass, waiting until this big human should pass, were suddenly filled with relief and delight. "You see," said Matilda, "this time I was right." And when the sun sank and the wildflowers slept, footsore but happy, the little mice crept back to their home and their mother again, and told her their journey had not been in vain. "We've been to the world's end, Mother," they said. "Well, well," smiled their mother and put them to bed. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for listening. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.